Have you ever found yourself trapped in endless thoughts, unable to start anything because you overthink every detail? Do you worry so much about what others think that you become paralyzed? Maybe you've assumed your friend or partner is mad at you because they didn't reply, only to find out later they were just busy. While you wasted hours or even a whole day stressing over it, they weren't upset at all. Your mind was lying to you. Why let overthinking control your life when it's often about things that aren't even true? I'm a huge overthinker. I'm going to share with you 5 powerful tips that have helped me manage and minimize my overthinking. Overthinking is when you worry about the same thing over and over again. After talking with a friend, you start to overthink. Did I say something wrong? What if they misunderstood me? At work, you overthink about your job. Is my work good enough? What if my boss thinks I'm incompetent? Here's the thing. Why should you try to think for someone else? You are not them, and you can't know exactly how they think. You only have a perception of them, not the full picture. They have a perception of you too, but they don't know the real you, even if they criticize you. So stop trying to think for others. Stop trying to think for your boss or your friend. You can't know exactly what they think because you aren't them, and you don't know them fully. Your mind lies to you and creates false scenarios, making you believe things that aren't true. You are planning a weekend trip, and you start worrying about the weather, thinking, what if the weather is bad? Should I book a different place? Or you feel a minor ache and start worrying if it's a serious illness. I do this a lot, thinking, what if I die? And it makes me anxious and exhausted. We worry about what could happen in the future, but how can we know exactly what will happen? We aren't in the future. We're living in the present. We can't know exactly what will happen in the future because it hasn't arrived yet. And it's not guaranteed. Overthinking about the future steals your joy. What matters is the here and now. Don't waste your day and energy thinking about something that hasn't happened yet. The question is, why do we overthink? Why can't we just trust life? Overthinking comes from a deep fear, the fear of the unknown. As humans, we love to be comfortable. It's in our nature. When there's something we don't know, it makes us uncomfortable. Because we don't know the future, it creates a big fear inside us, leading to overthinking. So if our fear of the unknown leads us to overthink, why don't we embrace the unknown instead of fearing it? We are on a journey of discovery and learning. We are supposed to discover new things, meet new people, learn new lessons. Good things and bad things are meant to happen. We can't figure everything out. We can't predict and control everything. The universe is bigger than us and our predictions. Instead, what if we expect good things and manifest them in our lives? Because whatever you expect from God or the universe, you get it. Another thing about overthinkers is that we take everything personally. If someone doesn't respond to you, you immediately think you did something wrong. Why are you taking it personally? Not everything is about you. You are not the only one living in this world. You are not the only person in other people's lives. You are not that important. They have their own lives and their own problems to deal with, so stop taking things personally. As overthinkers, we strive for perfection and we want everything to be flawless. This leads us to overthink everything we do. For example, if you're working on a project, you will continuously revise it to make it perfect, trying to avoid even the smallest mistakes. The same applies to everyday tasks like washing dishes or cleaning a room. We overanalyze every action to avoid mistakes, which is impossible. We are human, and we will always make mistakes. But we want to control everything and make everything perfect, which is not possible. You must learn that you cannot control everything. Do what you can, and that's it. Have you ever noticed that when an overthinker tries to do something without trying hard, it's often already amazing? If you're an overthinker, you don't need to try hard, just do it the way you can, and it is already good. However, if you overthink and try to make it perfect, you often end up making it worse. Allow yourself to make mistakes because perfection is unattainable. Overthinking and striving for perfection paralyze you with worry, kill your creativity, drain your energy and time, leaving you anxious and exhausted in the end. In conclusion, overthinking is a common struggle that often leads us to unnecessary stress and anxiety. It comes from our fear of the unknown, our desire for perfection, and our tendency to take things personally. Recognize that our minds often lie to us, creating false scenarios that don't reflect reality. By letting go of the need to overthink, we can focus on living in the present, trust life, accept that you cannot control everything, and allow yourself to make mistakes. Breaking free from overthinking leads to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe for more content.